I thought tonight was a hard-fought Big East game. We weren't good enough to win. A couple of stats, number one, you get to the free throw line 23 times at home. We have to be better than 14 for 23. You just do. That's 9 points that we left in a hard-fought game here late in February. We have to be able to go to the free throw line and knock them in. And I say that because it's something we've done very well throughout a lot of our Big East games. There are some games that I've come to this podium that we've won in a hard-fought fashion in a tough, close game, and you almost take for granted the free throw shooting is 24 for 28 or 23 for 27. If you go 14 for 23, we don't have that room for error. But the second thing is, Providence is really a good team. They're one of America's best defensive teams, and I think Kim English has done an amazing job overcoming the injury to Hopkins and really bringing out the best in both Devin Carter and Josh Oduro, two terrific players. And the supporting cast is tough-minded. Pierre, their point guard, hit some timely threes. But what they're not necessarily great at is offensive rebounding. And I thought they came in and crashed harder against our team, and we struggled. Balls went through our hands. There were a couple lineups that we had in there that we couldn't get the ball. You're playing 11 minutes, you're playing 10 minutes in a row, and you're not getting a single defensive rebound. You take for granted that a number of different times our defense was good enough to get the stop, but not good enough to get the rebound. The ball goes out of bounds, or we foul on an offensive rebound. And it was a lot of different players crashing. But, we offensive rebounded. That's something we do well. We had 14, but they had 13 second shots. And a lot of those second shots came really throughout the game, but at key times in the second half. That's plagued us all year. That problem isn't going to go away until we have a new season. But that's a problem. To win these games, you have to be physical and tough-minded enough that when you're able to make them miss, you have to be able to get the defensive rebound. And we struggled in that area. So our free throw shooting, 14 for 23, and then our inability to secure defensive rebounds, be more physical throughout the game. That also hurts our offense because when you get that first shot stop, you're able to outlet the ball, and we're allowed to get out in transition, and that's when our team is at our best. A couple of our freshmen are struggling. That's what happens when you call on them in this conference in February. It's tough on them, and I think to some degree they're doing the best they can. I got a technical foul, and, one of the things that I've learned, and I got this, there's a tier system in this league. I know what tier I'm in. No one has to remind me. I haven't won enough. I haven't been here long enough. I haven't been in the Final Four. Don't have enough championships or wins. I get it. But what I get a technical foul, and this is the second time on this, for saying that's 5 fouls in a row now. That's 5 fouls in a row. That's a problem. That's a problem. And I get it. I'll take my rightful place on one knee. But what I'm not going to do is sit and watch that other coach do anything different than sit on his one knee. Because when you get into these type of games at Creighton and Providence, I don't want to give Providence one point or 2 points. That technical foul came at the beginning, in the middle of the first half. And if that's the bench decorum, then let's even out these tiers. All right? Don't pick on the weak dudes like me. Spread that shit out. Get some more guys. We didn't lose because of a technical foul. The officiating was fine. I thought even Des Claude's strong drive at the end, sometimes you get a foul on that call, but Gaines did a great job. That was an awesome block. That's the play of the game. He left the left corner, jumped above the rim and blocked Dez's layup. Awesome job. But when you get a technical foul that's 5 fouls in a row, I get it. I know who I am. I get it. But I don't know just in terms of how that feels for our team. And I just want to make sure that as that tier system's in place, the top tier guy can't do one thing, and then, man, I'm sitting on my little, left knee and getting that technical foul. That shit is sickening. There's a lot at stake. There's a lot of players and people that work real, real hard. Game can't be decided by that's 5 fouls in a row. Tired of that bullshit.
Coach, without having a timeout there at the end, after you get the backcourt violation to get possession, was it a no-brainer to go to Claude to just get that high ball screen and attack the rim with the way he was playing in the second half?
I think so. Dez is our best free throw shooter in that situation other than Quincy. He's a big player. I thought he was successful getting drives into the paint. And, you hope for the foul. You hope for a strong drive. We actually got a great drive. Like I said, I thought it was a really good call. The fact that he didn't call a foul because Gaines, he went above the rim, left the opposite corner, and had a great play. I mean, that's how you win. In games like this, it's single plays. It's moments. It's not start to finish things. It's moments. And he went above the rim and made a great, great block. But whether we have a timeout or not, I used the timeout to set our press up, and we did a great job pressing. So I thought that we were hard to play against in the backcourt, almost got a turnover, had pressure, had the game chaotic there for about a minute and a half, and I liked how we did that. But, getting the ball to your best player, having a chance to win the game, tie the game, that's, I think, what every coach wants, and we got it. And, again, sometimes you got to tip your hat to the opponent. He made a great block. Gaines did. Great block.
Sean, you guys were up 61-54, looked like, with about 11 minutes to go. They start to get rolling a little bit, and you guys, I think, missed 15 of 16. As a coach,
Say that one more time.
When you guys were up 61-54, they make a run. Then you guys, I think, were in a cold spell, missing like 15 of 16 shots. What was your vantage point of what was going on there? Was it their defense? Was it just you guys not knocking down shots?
Well, first of all, Providence is an excellent defensive team. I think if you look at them through 26 games, they're one of college basketball's best. We actually did fine. At the end of 40 minutes, 18 assists and 8 turnovers. We were 14 for 23 from the foul line, which hurt us. We have to be able to capitalize when we get to the free throw line 23 times to leave with more than 14 points. I thought we went through a cold spell. In my mind, we might have hit a couple, tough shots. You look at shot selection as a part of it. But, watching it only one time live, I would say there was plenty of opportunities for us to make shots, and we didn't. Sometimes that's a factor of fatigue, and I have no doubt, coaching our team, that we're wearing down. We don't play a deep bench. We have some younger guys right now in the rotation, and this break for us came at a great time. We erred on the side of really allowing our guys to recover. I would say we had almost 3 full days away from the court. When we practiced hard and short. I think I was well aware of trying to use this break to invigorate, our guys. But I elected not to sub as much tonight. That could have been part of it. But you get into these February games. Look, you only got 6 left, 3 home games left. We're trying to win this game and do whatever we can. But no doubt we hit a cold spell in the second half. And some of that you have to credit Providence. The other part for us tonight, Josh Oduro is a great player. I mean, he's been on a tear. And if you would have told me before the game that we'd have held him to 9 points, I mean, that's something I would have signed up for. But that's Providence's credit. You win as a team. And, I thought Jaden Pierre hit some big shots. They played well without him. And that's not easy. That's not easy to do.
Coach, I heard you talk about Kashi on Monday at the coaches show and a little bit more.
Yep.
You got in for a minute tonight. Was it a situation where you were just doing well against Josh Oduro, so you stuck with the guys that were playing well?
Well, one thing that happened tonight, Rick, is Abu did a great job. I mean, in 27 minutes, he was 6 for 7 from the field. He had 5 offensive rebounds, 8 defensive rebounds. He was head and shoulders the only guy that really defensive rebounded on our team tonight. But you think about it, he ended up with 13 points and 13 rebounds. So I think that's part of it. And, the second part of it is we elected to start Sasha. So inevitably, he got the first few minutes of each half. Sasha struggled mightily. He's trying hard. Dalen Swain struggled mightily. He, too, is trying hard. They're practicing. They're 18 and 19 years old, and, at this point, probably not as ready to come in and contribute as they will be in the future. That's part of the problem. That's part of the problem that we have.